Did you know that the fastest fighter jet in the world can reach speeds over 2,500 miles per hour? That's more than 3 times the speed of sound. This astonishing speed of modern fighter jets can be a challenge to wrap your head around. After all, it's not every day that you encounter something moving faster than the very sound it produces. Now that we've captured your attention with this mind-boggling statistic, let's dive into the fascinating history of these high-speed machines. The first fighter jets made their appearance during World War II, a leap forward in aviation technology. This was an era marked by rapid advancements, but nothing quite compared to the birth of the jet fighter. Before the war, the concept of a jet-powered aircraft was purely theoretical, but necessity, as they say, is the mother of invention. The dire circumstances of global conflict pushed engineers and scientists to break new ground, and in the early 40s, the first jet fighters took to the skies. Germany led the pack with the Messerschmitt Me 262, a marvel that was faster and more powerful than anything before. Boasting a top speed of over 500 miles per hour, it was a game-changer. The Me 262 was equipped with a turbojet engine, a design that used a turbine to compress incoming air before combustion. This was a departure from the piston engines of the time, which were limited in terms of speed and altitude. But the Me 262 wasn't just fast, it was also armed to the teeth. With 4 30mm cannons and the ability to carry 24 rockets or a pair of bombs, it was a formidable opponent in aerial combat. However, the Me 262 wasn't without its flaws. Its engines were unreliable and had a short lifespan. Plus, the jet's high speed made it difficult for pilots to aim accurately during dogfights. Nevertheless, it was a significant step forward and set the stage for future jet fighters. Across the Atlantic, the United States was also developing its own jet technology. The Bell P-59 Aerocomet was America's first attempt, though it was underpowered and never saw combat, but it paved the way for the P-80 Shooting Star, which became the first American jet to engage in combat during the Korean War. The British, too, had their own jet fighters, with the Gloucester Meteor making its mark as the only Allied jet to see action during World War II. These early jets were revolutionary, but they were just the start of the fighter jet evolution. Each new model brought improvements, advancements that would forever change the face of warfare and aviation. The dawn of the jet age had arrived, and there was no turning back. Post-World War II marked the beginning of the jet age, a period of rapid development and innovation. A time when the boundaries of speed and altitude were pushed further than ever before. This era was defined by a thirst for advancement, with the roar of jet engines heralding a new chapter in the story of aviation. The jet age was characterized by significant technological leaps. One of the most notable of these was the development of supersonic jets. These marvels of engineering were capable of breaking the sound barrier, reaching speeds greater than the speed of sound. This was a game-changer in the realm of aviation, opening up possibilities previously confined to the realm of science fiction. The invention of the turbojet engine was another pivotal moment during the jet age. This engine type, with its ability to maintain high speeds at high altitudes, became the standard for fighter jets. The turbojet engine's impressive performance capabilities led to its wide adoption in the air forces of many countries around the globe. The jet age also saw the introduction of jet fighters into the air forces of numerous nations. These aircraft, with their superior speed and maneuverability, offered a significant advantage in aerial combat. The jet fighter fundamentally reshaped the dynamics of air warfare, setting the stage for the high-speed, high-stakes dogfights that would characterize conflicts in the decades to come. The influence of the jet age extended beyond the military sphere. It transformed commercial aviation, making transcontinental and transoceanic travel faster and more accessible. It was the era that introduced the world to the concept of jet setting, forever changing the way we perceive distance and travel. The jet age was a time of rapid progress and profound change. It was an era that saw the boundaries of what was possible in aviation pushed to new heights quite literally. The jet age set the stage for the modern era of fighter jets, a time of unprecedented technological advancement. Today's fighter jets are marvels of technology, far removed from their World War II ancestors. Picture a world where machines can fly at supersonic speeds, become invisible to radar, and execute precision strikes from miles away. That's not a scene from a science fiction movie. It's the reality of modern fighter jets. Stealth technology is one of the most significant advancements in modern fighter jets. This technology allows these jets to remain virtually undetectable by radar or infrared systems. Imagine being a ghost in the sky, unseen by your enemies until it's too late. That's the power of stealth. Now let's talk about weaponry. The armament of modern fighter jets is nothing short of mind-blowing. From precision-guided munitions to radar-guided air-to-air missiles, these weapons can strike targets with an accuracy that was unthinkable just a few decades ago. Imagine being able to lock onto a target from dozens of miles away and delivering a knockout punch without the enemy even knowing you're there. Speed has always been a critical factor in air combat, and modern fighter jets push the boundaries of what's possible. These jets can fly at more than twice the speed of sound, making them incredibly difficult to intercept. The need for speed is not just about reaching your target quickly, it's also about evading enemy fire and getting out of harm's way when the heat is on. But it's not just about raw power and speed. Modern fighter jets are also equipped with advanced avionics systems that provide pilots with real-time data on everything from enemy positions to weather conditions. These systems are like a second set of eyes and ears for the pilot, increasing situational awareness and making split-second decisions that could mean the difference between victory and defeat. Modern fighter jets represent the pinnacle of aviation technology, but the future promises even more exciting developments. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, who knows what the fighter jets of the future will look like? One thing's for sure, they'll be faster, more powerful, and more technologically advanced than anything we've seen before. As we look to the future, the evolution of fighter jets is far from over. The fighter jets of tomorrow promise to be just as awe-inspiring as their predecessors, if not more. One of the most significant trends we may see is the rise of unmanned fighter jets. Just as drones have revolutionized warfare, unmanned jets could redefine aerial combat. These aircraft, controlled remotely or through pre-programmed instructions, would eliminate the risk to human pilots and allow for maneuvers that would be too dangerous or physically demanding for a human to perform. But that's not all. There's another key player in the future of fighter jets: artificial intelligence. AI has the potential to revolutionize fighter jet technology in ways we can barely imagine. Imagine a jet that can make split-second decisions based on a wealth of data, outmaneuvering its opponents with a precision and speed that no human could match. AI could also take over many of the routine tasks of flying, freeing up pilots to focus on strategy and decision-making. We also anticipate that future fighter jets will be even faster, stealthier, and more powerful than their predecessors. Advances in material science could lead to jets that are lighter, stronger, and more resistant to damage, while improvements in engine technology could allow for even greater speeds. Stealth technology is also likely to improve, making jets even harder to detect and track. Finally, we might see more integration between fighter jets and other types of military technology. For instance, a jet might be able to launch and control a swarm of drones or coordinate with ground forces in real time for precision strikes. All these potential developments paint a picture of a future where fighter jets are smarter, faster, and more capable than ever before. But as always, the true shape of the future will be determined by the needs and challenges of the times, as well as the creativity and ingenuity of the engineers and designers who bring these incredible machines to life. The future of fighter jets is as exciting as their past, with countless innovations still to come. From their origins in World War II to the cutting-edge technology of today's jets, fighter jets have a fascinating history. These marvels of engineering have always been at the forefront of technological advancement, pushing boundaries and setting new standards. We started with the startling speed of the early jets, born out of the crucible of the Second World War. These initial models were a far cry from what we see today, but they paved the way for the jet age. The jet age was a time of rapid evolution, with technological leaps happening at a breakneck pace. Speeds increased, capabilities expanded, and the fighter jet became a symbol of power and innovation. Moving into the modern era, we've seen even more advancements. Today's fighter jets are the epitome of cutting-edge technology, featuring stealth capabilities, advanced radar systems, and incredible maneuverability. They are faster, stronger, and more capable than ever before. But the story doesn't end there. we also cast our gaze into the future, exploring what might lie ahead for these incredible machines. With advancements in artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, and even space capabilities, the future of fighter jets is as exciting as it is unknown. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, one thing is certain: the sky is definitely not the limit for the evolution of fighter jets.